Well, health and health for all. That's the mission of Variety Care here in Oklahoma. And we are so excited today to be joined by Executive Director Lou Carmichael to learn more about what Variety Care does. Lou, thanks for coming on today. We appreciate it.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
Of course. So first, for people who may not know, give us kind of a broad overview here about all the amazing things that Variety Care offers.
Well, Variety Care is a community health center, and so encompassing in that, we really believe in that whole scope of primary care. So medical, dental, mental health, nutrition, pharmacy, vision, anything that keeps people well and helps people when they're not.
Wow, okay, a lot going on here. So this sentence from your website really stuck out to me when I was learning more about Variety Care, and it was the goal here to make healthcare more convenient and less expensive for you and your family to receive medical care.
Right.
What are some of the ways that Variety Care does that?
Well, for one of the things that we do is that we are a community health center, so we do have grants that help offset the amount of money that people can't pay. So based on their level of poverty and the number of people who live in their household, we have sliding scale discounts so that the average patient who's uninsured and who's low income pays about $30 for their visit. Now that would be about $200 worth of care, but their fee is $30.
Okay, so it just helps, you know, more people have access to that type of really invaluable health care.
Correct.
Where are you kind of placed all around the state and the city? Kind of give us an overview here.
We serve people who live in about 30 counties, but we have health centers in 5 counties. 15 of our sites are in the metro Oklahoma County area. We have some health centers in southwest Oklahoma, and we have one health center in Yukon. But the majority of our patients are in the Oklahoma County area.
Okay. Healthcare is a variety of issues arise, you know, all the time within the healthcare industry. Things are changing. The scope of the healthcare industry is changing.
Right.
What would you say at this point, where we are right now, are some of the biggest challenges, you know, facing the healthcare world, and how Variety Care really tries to, you know, tackle some of those issues?
Yeah, I think one of the things that everybody has become more aware of, particularly during the pandemic, is the need to have integrated mental health into primary care. And so, you know, the acuity that we're seeing in mental health is frightening. I mean, the people are burned out, stressed out, very anxious, depressed. A lot of things have happened in the last 2 years. So I think the integration of mental health right into primary care is essential, and we do that.
Okay.
But also then the integration of a nutritionist into the care team to make sure that people are getting their teeth cleaned, to make sure they're getting their eyes checked. I mean, all those sort of overall things that make us well sometimes get overlooked. The prevention part sometimes gets overlooked because people are just focused on the chief complaint. But at Variety Care, we really do take that whole person approach. So that if someone comes in with a toothache, we're going to make sure we check their blood pressure. If someone comes in with a physical ailment, they're going to check and make sure they don't need to see a dentist. We're just going to take that overall health and wellness view. I think the challenge of that is that people are they have lack of other things that go beyond the medical walls, social determinants, things like a healthy home, living in a safe community, you know, safe food, healthy food. All of those things that go beyond the walls of the medical community have to be incorporated into health, and we do that at Variety Care.
Wow, okay. And you guys do some work with United Way as well, right?
Yeah, we're a strong partner agency. In fact, we were just speaking before, United Way is getting ready to celebrate their 100th anniversary. Wow. We just celebrated our 90th, and we've been a long-time partner agency. We just could not do our work without their support. And actually the partnerships with other partner agencies. There's a real network of help in Oklahoma County, and we support and serve each other as well as the clients. United Way's campaign will start this summer, and then we'll have the full public campaign beginning in September, right after Labor Day. The programs that United Way at Variety Care offset for helping people get access are pediatric care for children, prenatal care for pregnant women, family planning, and then of course dental, which is a need that everyone has.
Last question here before I let you go. If people are, you know, maybe ears are perking up, looking for maybe a change in their medical care, what would be your best advice for places that they can go to learn more about Variety Care?
Well, we have a centralized call and scheduling system where we can ask questions about COVID, ask questions about whatever they have, and that number is 1-800-632-6688, and they can get anything that they want answered there.
Okay, Lou Carmichael, thank you so much for coming on today and telling
Really
us a little bit more
appreciate it.
about what Variety Care does. We
Yeah.
appreciate your time.
Yeah, stay cool. Sounds
we'll
like you're in for
try.
one.